So I think that I think Jonathan Taylor, despite his amazing season last year, I think
Good before. Yeah, have a great season last year.
we're kind of overplaying our hand talking about him.
I don't know if he makes that
And,
much of a difference compared to Zach Moss. That's my
well,
statement.
I agree.
well,
I agree.
I'm not gonna say he's not a game changer. What I'm saying is that he's probably not going to play.
Oh yeah, probably
If
not.
you remember, I mean, he had a very public falling out with the owner.
Jim Irsay.
You know, so I don't.
Well, Irsay would rather save dolphins or whales or whatever it was than pay his running back. I don't know.
Yeah, he did. He saved the whale.
Right.
Which is
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
No. It's not a it's a great cause for the world. It's the great cause for life. But I don't see any way to say that without it sounding. I don't see any
there
way
is
around
no
that.
way. Pay Jonathan Taylor, screw the whale. That's what that's what you're basically saying. No, but I get you. Yeah, I'm okay with him paying the whale. I'm not saying he shouldn't have paid, or not paid the whale. He shouldn't have saved the whale. But
if he's got the money to be able to save marine life, he's got money to pay his business.
Absolutely.
I mean, these are billionaire owners that we're talking about here, and I think with Jonathan Taylor not playing, I think he is devaluing himself because Zach Moss is playing well.
He is.
I mean, at the same time, I see it as
I think the Colts owner will see that as be like, hey, we're paying Zach Moss substantially less than you. Here's your severance pay. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. And another team picks him up for a fraction of the price.
I agree with you, absolutely. I think that it is hurting Jonathan Taylor's value.
Oh, 100%.
I see it as you're drafted as a first-round pick. You're getting paid millions. Yeah, you came here to play football. Stop trying to get rich off it. Yes, that's a goal.
At the same time,
he's already rich. He's rich off it. How many of us are millionaires?
Exactly.
I'm not.
The point is, he was drafted to play football, and stop making so much trouble.
He got an offensive player of the year, Vince. How many guys say they got an offensive player of the year? But yeah, no. But look at guys like Nick Chubb, though. Being out for the season. Getting injured on just a tackle. Obviously, it was. It looked more like like Minka trying to play dirty. He wasn't, of course, but. It's a shot right to. It was a free accident, and those happen. Jonathan Taylor doesn't know if that's going to happen to him. He wants to be paid like a top running back because Vince, you're raising him up like he is. You don't think he should be paid like one of the top running backs?
He is, but at the same time, I know he's won offensive player of the year, blah blah blah. But so many other guys, just you came here to play football, dude. Just play football.
But say he plays this year, gets hurt, and now the Colts can lowball him.
That happens. It's part of the game. Like a lot of guys don't even make it.
That's what he's trying to avoid.
I know, but a lot of guys don't even make it to NFL. They don't make a dime off of playing.
The way I see it,
part of the game.
The way I see it, NFL, you play what, 8 years, maybe? You play 8 years.
Maybe.
If you're a starter.
I say, in his best interest, you downgrade your lifestyle. You start living in a reasonable means, and you go for guaranteed money that okay, my family is going to be okay if anything happens to me. You quit fighting. You quit doing this. You get that guaranteed, and then you add in incentives. You say, okay, I want to leave this contract open for negotiation. If I prove otherwise moving forward, where you feel that I deserve more money. But you find yourself in that happy medium where they're not going to be like, okay, well, can we pay you less if you do bad, right? So you find that happy medium where the only thing is, you know what? Okay, we can renegotiate. But, he's not doing that. He's not being a financial planner.
What stops him from doing that with a different team in a different location? Because let's be honest, who wants to live in Indianapolis other than Vince? Out of us, like none of he can do that, but with the Chiefs, right? If he wants to get lowballed, why not get lowballed with the Chiefs, or why not get lowballed with the Eagles, Right, DeAndre Swift is getting lowballed real bad right now, and he's playing fantastic. What stops him from getting an incentive-based contract with a better team?
Fantastic.
Okay, so here it is. Colts organization is what's putting a stop to it.
It's very
He's on contract. There's nothing he can do. NFL players,
Well, that's the holdout for the year.
they're being paid to play football. They need to invest more in their education on how to negotiate their contracts and quit looking at the here and now on things. That's why Tom Brady came out and he was so successful, because he is smart off the field as he is on the field. And Tom Brady took a franchise tag every single year, and he's the highest. Who's made more money than him?
And yes, he was taking less money, absolutely. But let's not act like he was getting paid pennies. He was still getting paid a ton of money.
Oh, he absolutely was, but because all of it was incentive based. He got paid doing commercials. He got paid winning championships. He got paid in the playoffs.
But that's also a quarterback.
Merchandise.
Like, how often do we see running backs in commercials?
Adrian Peterson. Emmitt Smith.
The only one I could think of. Well, Emmitt Smith. You know what? Good call on Emmitt Smith. We do see 50-year-old Emmitt Smith on commercials.
Eric Dickerson in his time, he was doing stuff. Other running backs.
I'm sure Bijan will be in a commercial sometime soon.
Oh, I'm sure he would too. But Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, he's in commercials too.
But he's getting paid lots and lots of money though. He's not taking a pay cut. He's taking his money.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is a whole lot more than a one-dimensional type running back. He's got route running skills and he can catch the ball. He's a hybrid type running back.
He is.
Ain't stopping him from trying to stiff arm everybody and their mother.
That's true.
No. And Christian McCaffrey, he's a physical specimen. He's got great genetics. He's only 205 pounds, but I don't know if I'd want to sit there and try and tackle him every play.
I don't know. He'd stiff arm me in the dirt.
Probably.
But I think these guys need to start educating themselves more, and they need to become more financial planners instead of here and now athletes.
Look at Josh Jacobs though, right? He's playing on a franchise tag, right? He's playing on a franchise tag, I believe. He's not having a great season. He's not.
I know.
And it's good that he took that franchise tag, because after this, I'd cut his ass.
But it's gonna be hard to pay him. That's the thing, though. It's gonna be hard to pay him. If he would have held out, got a big contract, he could get a big contract and play bad, but he still got the contract. Now he's got this 1 year, and if he continues to not be great, he might not be on the team. He might be getting paid pennies.
But do you think it's a strategic move that the Raiders saw that and decided not to pay him because they knew they were going to be bad?
It's a good play on these organizations. Don't get me wrong, but as far as the player, I get why the player is wanting to hold out, fake injuries. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but I can understand from the player's position why they would want to do that.
But think about these winning organizations. They're not holding out on paying their players.
No, absolutely not. I agree.
I mean, take a look at the Patriots. I mean, they don't hold out on paying dudes.
Well, they haven't been a winning organization in a while.
Take a look at the Niners.
Yeah.
Nick Bosa, big contract, and then
Niners,
restructuring
Chiefs,
George Kittle, Trent Williams,
Eagles.
restructuring their contract. Now the Niners have the most salary cap in the NFL right now.
Absolutely. And take a look at Kansas City. I mean, they're not holding out on paying their people. Even the Jets, they weren't holding out on paying their people.
Mm-mm. I think you can pay for talent.
I think these players that aren't getting paid, that are on bad teams, I think it's an organizational win. I mean, if you know that you're not going to be good and you're not going to bring in as much revenue, I don't have a problem with these organizations having to save money. I mean, it's life. Life is not fair. Think about the jobs we all work at. Places make budget cuts. If you're that budget cut, so sorry, take that experience elsewhere. It's just, that's life.
On the people, they don't see people. Yeah,
it's not fair, but that's how it is, and life just isn't fair. I mean, just because you're an NFL player doesn't mean you don't get dressed and go to work in the morning. You do, and you face that potential of a budget cut. And if you're that budget cut,
that's true.
It is what it is.
Actually, you're not holding out from your boss to come into work.
All I was saying, you're drafted first round. You're getting paid millions to play football. You play football. until your
Exactly.
contract is up.
Heck yeah. I mean, imagine if any of us held out. What would happen? Elmo, what would happen to you? Bye. We can replace you tomorrow.
Yeah, it's it makes sense. I think it makes sense on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I understand wanting to hold out, but at the same time, they're part of that 0.01% of privileged Americans who get to play a sport for a living. And I would give everything if I could do that. If I had to take a $5 million pay cut, I absolutely freaking would.
I'd give so much right now just to play semi-pro and get $50 a game. If I was physically able to.
I don't know
about all
that.
that. Yeah, I don't know about all that, Vince.
Oh, it is, yeah.
That's still
I
physically
think
demanding.
all of us. What?
That's physically demanding. Only getting paid $50 a game.
It is, but it happens. People do it. If you love the
You
game,
can make more making
you're going to do it.
you can more working at Walmart than you can that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a greeter.
Oh yeah.